Here is a phase change unit I found on the side of the road one night. I'm not sure why it was dumped when I tested it out. All the valves were still closed and it still had refrigerant in it, and it seems to run just fine. So I bought some copper pipe and made a evaporator for it, and I put some steel pipe around there to hold it flat and stop it from deforming too much. Put an LCD on top with some buttons. This tells you the water temperature, and you can set the water temperature and all that, but turn that on later. We have the temperature sensor, which is a LM335, and that goes in the water. And then we have all the electronics, relay, start capacitor, all that in there. Into here. Have all the control circuitry. This is a ATmega 168 with the Arduino bootloader, I think. Yep. As you can see, I put a lot of capacitors on it, and I was having problems earlier with the LCD glitching whenever it turned the compressor on, but that didn't seem to help fix anything. Oh, this port here, it's only got two connections in the relay, the LCD power and backlight. You can program it through that, just to make it easier. Back on. Right. So we have, it's a very basic unit. There was no circuitry in it when I got it, so it's very easy to wire up. So make sure it's not touching the fan. So we've got the cover back on. Here's the bucket of water it usually sits in. I took it out to put the forms on there. Got a pump in there just to keep the water moving, otherwise the coil freezes up. It doesn't transfer heat very well. So go ahead and plug it in. We have the LCD. Now, since this aircon didn't have any circuitry when I got it, I had to build in the compressor timer into the code itself. I originally had a temperature controller triac on here, and it tried to start the compressor once the pressure hadn't stabilized, and gave out a pretty nice fireball. So I put a 160-second delay on there before it ever turns the compressor on, so I have to wait for that. So you have the up and down temperature buttons, so you can set the temperature. So we'll let this count down and then turn it back on just before. Right, while it's doing that, I'll just show you some of the spec label here. It's a 3.5 kilowatt cooling capacity, 5.6 amps current draw, 1.2 kilowatts input, 220 volts, 50 hertz, locked rotor amps 34 amps, 31 kilos, and uses R22. So I'm not sure how I'm going to go about getting this thing charged. It definitely needs a charge. Freezes over very quickly on the accumulator and everything, so it's definitely low on refrigerant, but it works okay for now. I think there's some air in the loop as well, but the compressor doesn't seem to mind just yet. Just about there. When I first put the circuitry in this unit, I found that the LCD glitched every now and then once it turned on, so I've just had the code reset the LCD after every switch. It's not fixing the problem ideally, but it works. So here we go. That's it, LCD resets. So it's going to try and take it down to 5 degrees and then it'll turn off. Haven't got it in the bucket of water, but we'll see what happens. Refrigerant going through now. It'll start to get very cold. Starting to frost up. I believe this unit actually has a expansion valve already inside it, since it's already frosting up here. It's supposed to be only there, but it's not a big deal. Doesn't hurt anything. So most of the coils are already frosted up. Already starting to get frost back on the suction line. That's low refrigerant plus nothing there to cool except for the air, as that's usual. Just how cold this is. A little piece of wood I just dipped in the water. Instantly sticks on. And yes, I've had many requests to lick this thing, but my tongue's not going anywhere near it. Sorry. So yeah, once this is cooled down again, I'll put it back into the water and let it cool down. I'm not quite sure how accurate the temperature sensor is. It does have a calibration potentiometer on it, but I haven't really got anything accurate to tune it to, so just going by guesstimation here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.